Hello and welcome to our MAGURA video workshop. In this video I will show and explain the small lubrication service on MAGURA suspension forks. For a clean and easy procedure, we recommend to clamp the fork horizontally. When working on air spring suspension forks, you should always deflate the fork as a safety precaution. The air caps on MAGURA suspension forks sport a small knob that enables you to push and hold open the air valve until the pressure in the fork has dropped to zero. Pull out the rebound adjuster and loosen the bottom bolts using a 5mm Allen key, taking care that the bolts actually screw out of the casting. After removal of both bolts, the casting can be pulled off the stanchions. Holding the casting level during this process prevents remaining lubricant oil from spilling out of the fork. In addition, you should take care to remove the bottom-out spacers from the lower legs and to put them back onto the rebound and air spring push rods before reassembling your fork. Now the wiper seals should be cleaned with a dry cloth or a paper towel, taking care to prevent dirt from falling into the casting. Finish by inspecting the inner surface of the casting for signs of damage. Before you put the lower legs back onto the fork, the stanchions should also be cleaned and inspected for signs of wear or damage. It is important to check the orientation of the six-sided fittings before reassembly to ensure a proper fit into the corresponding holes of the lower legs. Now push the lower legs back onto the stanchions, taking care not to damage the wipers without pushing them all the way onto the fork. This enables you to refill the fork with approximately 2.5 milliliters of MAGURA suspension blood type 5 before reassembling it completely. To avoid spilling lubricant oil, turn the dropout slightly upwards. Now push the lower legs completely onto the stanchions and check for a correct fit of the hexagonal fittings into the bottom holes of the casting. Screw the bottom bolts back in using the correct tightening torques . And push the rebound adjuster back in. A little grease on the rubber seal ensures low resistance of the adjuster. A tip in addition to the small lubricant service is to open the top cap of the air chamber, adding approximately 5 milliliters of suspension blood type 5 in order to ensure continued high sensitivity of the fork. With these steps, the small service on your suspension fork is finished. To finalize the process, set the desired pressure and check for the fork for correct function. To ensure continued high performance of your MAGURA suspension fork, we recommend a complete service made by a Passion Point dealer or a MAGURA service center at least once a year.